Added in.
My name is Bruno, and I became a black person.
I can't.
Run it back now. Run it back. Play it.
It's so good.
Play it.
It's so good.
Please. Oh,
Okay.
shit. The instant watch.
My name is Bruno, and I became a black person.
No one knew that I was actually black when I had my white makeup on.
For 6 weeks, two families, my family and the black family, got together in a house in the valley in LA, and we decided to
No, it's really bad.
would go into
It's really bad. It's really bad. Listen, it's really bad.
We became black.
Hey, that's award-winning blackface, okay? Put some respect on the blackface.
I cannot believe somebody needs to make that a fucking that fucking somebody just needs to give me a clip of that start, man.
At first you're gonna get annoyed with the black family because like the dad is like very clearly into it, but then by like episode 3 he's like, oh my god, Bruno's racist as fuck, dude.
Became white. Then we moved in together.
We're talking living together, you know.
She was
it's
great.
not like,
I really
you know, you're gonna see them for a little party,
and they're
get
gonna live
together,
together?
and they go their way and we go our way. No, at night
perfect.
we all live under the same roof.
The whole experience it opened my eyes,
Oh,
just
they don't
made
look
me
bad.
more aware of my race.
I'm a pioneer in this because this is something that's never been done.
changing color to see what it would be like.
It was completely transformative.
We got jobs, went shopping.
Yeah, look at him
We would
being
go
a
out
black
together
man
with
getting
these
pulled over.
We were undercover. We had
No,
cameras, we were sneaking around.
Yo, this dude is a white guy.
We did it all.
They go to the fucking first African Methodist church, bro. It's crazy.
It's like it was made for me to watch.
No, yeah, that's how I felt when I saw this video. I was like,
it's
the
like,
greatest.
oh, this is
juicy.
this is unironic fucking.
I'm gonna go tingle.
This is so good. It's just so good.
Sorry.
We're the Wurgles.
The Wurgle family?
Typical white American family.
From Santa Monica.
I just wanted to really poke into
was
the
like
issue
Hitman.
of race and see if any flames would emerge.
My mindset in life I get from my father.
As an immigrant, came to this country starting from scratch
Italian.
and demonstrated that you get what you want by working extremely hard.
I've never played this game before. I don't know how to play.
I was curious to see how the world would react to me as a black person. Many times I was
It's like,
shocked.
what is this? It's like a skit.
Bro, it's so good. Every
are
part of
the
this,
sparks.
dude, every part of this show is gold, okay? Every part of this. And like, Ice Cube defended it like last year. He was like, yo, this is a great fucking show. You guys don't understand it. Like, you guys don't understand the message. He had a LL Cool J moment.
Oh, man, dude. He probably just defending it because he knows that song is slamming like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's
Family.
We just a typical black family from Atlanta.
White family here, Vietnamese here, white here, Mexican here.
They in the cold
Very
side.
diverse, just
yeah.
like the UN.
Well, yeah, Brian
Growing
is
up
like,
in Michigan as light skin, green eyes, big afro back in the early 70s, it was tough.
I had to fight the
oh
dark.
yeah, this is what Ice Cube said. The show is too real for America to accept. It was one of the top one of FX's top-rated reality shows, and they dropped it because of how hard it hit home. The white couple got a divorce after doing the show because of what was discovered during filming. What was discovered during filming is that the dad was a racist.
Yeah.
That's it.
Black white was extremely powerful because they got divorced.
Yeah. Dude, white women need to do a reality TV show and prance around in blackface for 6 weeks to realize their husband is racist. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he wrote accept instead of, accept.
There was another there was another show kind of like this, but way less funny. It was called
The British one?
No, it was on like PBS. It was called like The White Project or The Whiteness Project or something.
No way.
Yeah, you can look it up like whenever, like it's called The Whiteness something. And they had what the premise of the show was to have white people talking about like whiteness. Just like they just literally gave him a camera and let him sit down like this, and they were just like, now talk about your whiteness. And I think they canceled it or they stopped doing it because almost like clockwork, damn near every person they interviewed just started talking about like black people, or just started talking about how much they hated.
Oh my
like,
god, I have to watch this. That's so good.
Yeah, like it's like unprovoked. They all just started bringing up race. They were like, talk about yourself as a white person in America, and they were like, well, my family's from here, and I just think the Mexicans should go home, personally.
Oh my god.
It was just like it didn't take any provoking. There was no one told him to say it. Just came out naturally, and then I just don't know.
Oh, that's so good. Wait, hold on. Let's look at the trailer real quick.
The Whiteness Project is a multimedia documentary described as an investigation of how Americans identify with being white. 21 Caucasians from Buffalo, New York, talk very candidly about their race. The result is provocative and sometimes just a little uncomfortable.
What does your whiteness mean to you? What does it mean to be white in our country?
There's probably a little guilt there.
There's been things that white people or our race has done that maybe we're not proud of.
It's my honest opinion that today the white race is the one that's discriminated against.
There should be more white people speaking up and talking.
Motherfucker, you're Italian, bro.
I thought he was about to say there should be more white people.
More. I mean, he is probably going to say that.
There should be more white people speaking up and talking about white people.
I liked him. The Whiteness Project was just released online. Whitney Dow is the director and producer. Good morning to you, Whitney Dow.
Good morning.
So I got this yesterday. I intended to watch 2, maybe 3. I ended up watching all of them because I found it so fascinating. And then I look at you, a white guy talking to white people about what it means to be white. What was your intention here? What were you looking for? Mr. White Man.
Mr. White, Whitney B. Dow, yeah.
Yes.
I've been making films about race for a long time, about 8 years with I have a black producing partner, Marco Williams. And I've always been struck that every time there's things that are done on race, it's kind of an oppositional construct or sort of a victim-perpetrator, which I always felt allowed normal white people to look at it and say, well, that's really not me. That's some racist white person doing something, and perhaps I could do something that I could have normal, regular white people who don't consider themselves racist look at it and process how their whiteness affects their lives.
There is this too, and you released this online, and that stirred up some emotions. And a lot of people are white talking about what it means to be white, but there's also African Americans talking about it. Take a look at this.
Oh, I know there's black people on this.
For some reason, some black people kind of hold on to back in the day.
He's Italian. That's all.
Did you get your race card? Did you get your race card?
They should play the race card and then just play that. Well, a lot of black people just need to shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, he's getting there. Just wait. I mean, my man looks like he's gonna get there. Hold up.
Back in the day, the slave thing, or
they kind of hold on to the slave
being
thing.
Treated.
Like, have you guys not seen the LL Cool J Brad Paisley song? I don't understand. More black people need to listen to that.
Right. Should slavery be something that, because it happened, we owe black people something more? Absolutely not.
I know, the point you were making that was interesting to me is that most white people don't believe that there's a race problem, and they don't think that being white...
Bro, the entitlement and, like, the fact that you can feel like you can just say that out loud on fucking camera is the exact same energy of the January 6th, like, insurrectionists fucking filming themselves like, oh, I'm breaking into Nancy Pelosi's room. Like, it's the same shit. He's just like, yeah, I can say this. Well, why the fuck not?
That was the point, to like bring people in. Oh, good. Somebody got the full plate.
Oh my god. Oh, they're short and sweet.
That's how I was trying, bro. There's a bunch of them. Like,
oh, this is so good.
Yo, your chat is like on it. They just found that shit fast as shit.
That's
I was just about to tell you that they might be on YouTube, like in little 30-second things.
If it's out there, they'll find it. If it's out there, they'll find it.
I need a fucking chat. I need that, because that's like, that can be my brain. I can just be like, man, where's that thing at?
No, that's literally, that's why I was making fun when he like said, I'm lazy.
All Twitch streamers, we do that.
Yeah.
We all rely on our chat to give us information.
It's the greatest. It's the greatest thing, because it's like you have 30,000 broken brains just like mine, just like fucking operating in unison. It's like a hive mind. It's awesome.
Dude, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I really like that line though. I need me a chat.
For real.
Wow, Knock Average African says, mod me, Peggy. I'll leave this community on God. This motherfucker is half the reason why I got banned for 7 days. Because I went out the bat and defended him aggressively. and caught a fucking 7-dayer myself.
Oh, this is.
And he's out here selling me out. Wow, dude.
That's wild.
Wow.
Thanks.
I'm just kidding.
Thanks.
No, he's the man. Okay.
Yeah, all these shits that were online. The Whiteness Project.
This is so good. Wait, here. Let me, dude. There's so much more. I just like. I want you guys to experience it.
The black white shit.
Wouldn't it be some shit? And then the Whiteness Project, somebody's just like, just really wish there was more white reggae.
They found the guy from the racist website.
It's like, now this is the first time I've ever said anything like this.
We talk about white reggae. Talk about marijuana a lot, you know, and it's degenerate.
Because I was too light, and then I had to fight the whites because I was too dark. So I had racism from both sides. Being white felt different. Wow. Very different.
I was raised in a very liberal home, and my folks were involved with the civil rights movement.
I was like, man,
so I had compassion for people who have suffered.
No, unfortunately, I think
another
I'm gonna be like, damn, I know why they gave him that Emmy.
I'm like,
of what it's like to be black.
Motherfucker look like Sarah.
I was raised by two hardworking.
Unfortunately, Renee's makeup was not that great. I'm gonna be honest.
I ain't gonna. You said it looked great before, but I was like,
no.
As an adult, should know that you just.
You'll
don't
see
I thought hers
in a
was
second.
better than fucking the half of theirs.
Know that.
I really didn't know what to
all the
expect,
white people look
but
kind of
I didn't know
sunburned.
it was gonna be that intense.
Dude, there are
She
so
gonna
many
cry a
incredible
lot.
moments, like going to the slavery museum in blackface. Like, there's just so much. There's so much. Every part of this is content. Okay, it's one of my favorite shows I've ever reacted to. But I gotta show you Bruno rapping. Like, I have to. I just have to show you that one.
Oh, is that the black?
The racist white dude. The racist dad.
Shit. I mean, I like it, but it's not something I would wear.
Hey yo.
Yup. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Yeah, they got the fucking.
This is it. This is it. This is
Yep,
the
that's
future.
Bruno. That's inside of your two Brunos.
is
A
it,
white
bro.
Bruno and a black Bruno.
Oh no.
Oh, this is
I thought
nothing. That part is nothing. That's just like, you know, straight Nancy Pelosi drip, you know? She's just
like it.
I would love to sit here and say that everything was just great, but it wasn't.
Oh, you have lost your damn mind. You can't act black.
I'm kind of waiting for somebody to go, hey, nigger. You know,
But it's not gonna happen.
oh, he says it so much. Dude. He just straight up. He says it a lot, dude. He is very racist.
He said he's waiting for somebody to do that.
That word
To
was
him,
still.
because he's white, so he thinks like, you know, racism is when someone sees you as a black man and then just says the N-word randomly. And yeah, he did. He came up with like many different reasons to say it. Like he came up with like,
You know, like dynamite.
I got angry sometimes at being misunderstood.
I don't want to have to choose my words.
You want to sit on the little lily white pedestal and say shit is not happening in the world, and that's bullshit.
Bruno, don't piss me off.
What happened
that the white
Bruno
lady?
and myself was really challenging. You have these judgments that I think you have no right to have. I knew we had differences going into the project. I didn't know how great those differences were.
What are you going to do about it?
I don't know how we're gonna make it.
We did something no one else has ever done,
I don't like being made up.
and none of us will be the same again.
Bro, the beat.
Please don't believe the hype. Everything in the world ain't black and white. Everybody ain't a stereotype. Just because I look wrong, I'm about to do right. Black as midnight or bright as snow white. You better do right or I'ma have to take flight. Put you on nice. Blast on you twice.
It does
If
bump.
you a
It's a
single,
good
better
song.
come out them stripes.
I think the black dad and
Please
the
don't
son
believe the
look the
hype.
most believable.
Everything in the world ain't black and white.
Like they're just riding around bumping down.
yeah. That's a cool car.
My name is Bruno, and during this project, I'm going to become
Oh, he parked
a
in that
black
handicap
person along
spot.
with my family.
My
Straight
name is
up.
Rose. I'm 17 years old, and I'm a white girl.
It's just so exciting to be a part of this project. I don't know what to expect. I'll pick up some other affectations and characteristics, and maybe end up walking a little differently.
My name is Carmen, and I'm going to become black.
I'm getting spray painted.
I'm turning black gradually.
I'm Brian. I'm 40, and I'm going to become a white man.
Still amazed at all those colors make me white. I see brown.
Like the only people that were into it basically is the dad. Both dads were like really into it, and then Brian, the black dad, is no longer into it after like the first episode.
He doesn't like being white. Like a white guy.
Well, it's not that he doesn't like being white. It's that he hates having to like constantly explain to Bruno like how racism works, because Bruno, of course, knows more than Brian does. Obviously, he knows everything about racism.
Nick, and I'm 16, and I'm going to be transformed into a white dude.
No, Bruno is a
Renee,
demon,
and by
like,
changing the
straight
color
up.
of my skin, I will be able to see what it's like to be white.
I've never experienced what it's like to be treated black. I don't know what that means or entails. The transformation is definitely underway.
All these people now.
I get to learn just how it feels to go out in the world looking black.
For some
My
reason,
opinion's
she
looking pretty good.
looks like, all right.
Yeah, I think the daughter doesn't. The daughter does kind of look like.
That's the daughter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks low-key.
I look up in the mirror.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
she looks like I don't know, she should be like Ethiopian or something.
Being a former basketball player, I always thought how nice it would be to be able to jump, get off the ground, leap, and slam dunk like these guys can.
But
There's
Bruno
no doubt
does
about
not
it.
look believable
He
at
won't
all.
slam dunk like
You know,
these guys
physically,
can.
hands down. They're faster, they leap higher, they're just awesome. Awesome athletes.
They're just awesome.
That's it. We're done. We're finished. Yes, I do look like a white guy. Totally. Yeah, I think I'll break out the sticks, play a little golf. Awesome, dude. Yeah, I've been trying to imagine what it's gonna look like
To see Renee and Nick for the first time white.
You look pretty good.
Wow.
I'm about to say he looks like he looks believable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like look like him.
I look as white as you.
Typical white movie, like cop detective.
I can't like. I
She
think
does
Renee
not look white.
No,
She looks like a black person with white makeup.
No, this is like a Dave Chappelle bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think any other white person's gonna look at her and be like, they're gonna be like, you know
You
what?
can't take this the wrong way because remember we were in makeup, but I mean, he doesn't look anything like a guy I would be attracted to.
Come on, white girl. Come on, white girl.
I don't want to.
Come on, white girl.
Just a peck. He's good.
This is sus too, because then it's like, wait a minute, you like this a little too much.
Yeah, I was just thinking, bro. I was just like,
you like this a little
like,
too
they're going in
much,
for a
Brian. Brian, you're out here looking like Ned Flanders. Meanwhile,
white girl.
Meanwhile, you're
white girl.
I don't like that.
That was weird.
the first time you
I
kissed me.
know.
Oh my God, that is so strange.
She's really into it.
Oh my God.
Oh, just
Bruno.
wait. They got
It's
like
nice.
sexy music
Yeah,
on
I
too.
love black. I mean, visually and somehow heart-wise, there's a warmth.
I gotta run that back.
What?
What's up with that? What'd she say?
You heard her? She said, I love black, like visually in the heart. Warmth.
Oh, she
Hey,
said,
yo.
I love black.
Dog. She said, I love black, you know, visually, like in the heart.
Warmth?
Motherfucker, you cleaned that up and made it worse.
Oh, they're gonna have a fucking whole ass divorce after this shit.
Oh, they did.
They did?
They did. They got
And I
divorced.
wonder why.
Yeah, they definitely.
She was like, oh, fuck this shit, man. I can just go get the real thing.
It's nice. I love black. I mean, visually and somehow heart-wise, there's a warmth.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yo, look at them. Look at them.
Nice.
They're really into it, bro.
They just look at him. Ooh.
God, it's just really beautiful.
Oh my God.
What
the fuck is going on?
It's beautiful.
Oh.
Okay, so when do we get to see Nick? Because now I'm really curious now.
This motherfucker.
This is pretty good.
This is like too good. This is too good.
Yeah.
This is way too good.
Yeah.
They need to like.
Oh my God.
I think the only thing that's off-putting about it is the lip
look
color
at
that they gave you.
Yeah.
If they give them like a different tan lip.
Well, I mean,
just
remember
the-
it's like
just the color.
fucking 14p, so
Yeah,
because it's like
that's
old.
true. It just looks like it's the color of the concealer, but if they did like a little pink to it, it would look really good.
It's just.
Look at that. Look at your mustache. Look at your teeth. Look at your pimples.
They have a daughter. They got a daughter.
No, not them. The other family is bigger.
You're adorable. Why was she scared? Yo, why was she scared? She said,
chill.
What the fuck?
Chill, Black Bruno.
Hey, yo.
It's like,
yo, this is ridiculous, dude.
Oh, this is the best show
Dude,
ever.
Thank you so much for reminding me this exists.
Yeah, this is the best show ever.
Beautiful. Amazing job. You totally look like a little black girl. Beautiful job. Do I look like me? No. No? Would you recognize me? No. On the street? No. Wow. Amazing.
Hi, Rose. You look great. Let me see your hair. It's beautiful.
Oh, they got a chaperone?
Yeah. We look like twins.
Oh yeah, they have like, you know, real black people.
It was the.
It's really weird how
this
she kind of looks like
I'm very
normal a little bit to me.
Yeah.
I can't really tell.
No, you'll see.
Hers might be the best.
Hers is probably the best, but also like hers is probably the best Emmy award-winning blackface. Let's be real. Yeah. But also, like the shit she gets into as a consequence of that is like really fucked
Because
up.
that's a predominantly white sport. I wanted to see how it would get treated.
I feel like this is reverse race.
Yo, a pack of teas
He went
as
to
well.
play golf.
Good deal, good deal.
Okay, well said.
Thank you very much, sir.
Cultural appropriation. This is cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible. I talk to people that I wouldn't normally talk to. Well, you got a pretty good stroke going there, so I come over to see what you're doing here, so I can try to straighten my game like that. There you go. You know, we.
Oh my god, dude, he's really into it. Remember, I told you, like, he is straight up into
going.
this. He's like, oh, this is great stroke there.
My swing right there. Yeah.
See what you're doing over there. What kind of clubs you
On the
use.
green.
These custom made at some little shop down in
I'm not
Burbank.
gonna lie.
Okay.
If I could be white
I
for a day,
feel
I'd definitely
very
try some
accepted.
random shit.
Oh, I was one
I
of
go
your
get a
own.
load.
Appreciate your time. Your name? John Brian White.
Brian White. They put them motherfuckers
My
in
first time as a black girl, I went to South Central. Going undercover in the black world is amazing.
People were talking to me like, my sister.
See, Lee was trying to holler.
What?
Holler means he's trying to go out with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was
She got the
like,
black Sherpa, dude, guiding her through the experience.
She said he's trying to holler. She said what?
Like, how do you not know what that means?
It's 2006.
you, like thinking the way you look. You know. Look at you trying to get a boyfriend.
When I'm in black makeup, I wasn't like scared. If anything, I was just like, I look black. People regarded me as a black girl.
It was selling.
I needed a pair of shoes, so I went shopping.
I feel like they
As a white guy, I'm relaxed
did
when I'm
Chappelle
shopping.
Basis get off of
I
this?
put on my white
Or was this
makeup
after?
and I'm
No, I
having
think it's
fun.
after.
I like these two here. Kind of like that one better.
What size do you wear?
11.
Look at that.
And then the most amazing thing happened. The guy actually took my foot and put it in the shoe and put a shoehorn in the back to make sure my foot slide in. That feels good.
It's just amazing. Good customer service. I'm done.
I've never in my life had someone, you know, they come out and give me my shoe, but I've never had anyone actually unlace it, open it, shoehorn the back, and slide my foot into the shoe. Is this what the white guys get? This is all the benefits they get? It's never happened to me black in 40 years. The first time I go and buy shoes
They
is
put
white.
your shoes on for
I
you
have it
when
done.
you're white.
I was like, wow, the possibilities are endless.
He said the possibilities are endless.
Once you get the
Over
shoe
next
treatment,
several
it's
weeks,
over.
My family's gonna be living with the white family.
I'll have the opportunity to
Imagine
discuss
some, like,
the
people
experiences
just,
that I
like,
have
continues to be
with
white.
the family that I live with.
Right. He does this
Actual
now.
black people.
He becomes
My expectations of living with a white family, I was hoping coming in that they were nice.
that they were clean.
So they haven't
pretty
seen
much
each other before?
open-minded. Just like, okay, let's just see what
No, they're about to.
So they're gonna see each other as black and white.
Oh my God, this is it. We're meeting them.
No, I think they're coming
I have
in
no idea what it's
normal
going to be like
first.
to live with a black family. I have the sense that I'm heading into something difficult and profound.
I think everybody was trying to size each other when we walked in the door. You know, see how their reaction was when they saw us. Were they pleased or displeased or scared?
Hi, how you doing?
Good. Very good. Thank you.
When we first met, it was kind of intense.
And a basketball.
And a basketball. We saw
That's all new for everyone. The nerves of not knowing what to expect. Moving into a house with a family we didn't know, in a home we weren't familiar with.
I like to come when I'm getting ready to cook, but the kitchen's clean. No dishes.
Renee seems very strong-minded, very clear about what she thinks.
Somebody uses the kitchen when they're done, they walk out, it should be just like
Oh, yeah.
Bruno, he seemed like he was a pretty grounded guy. Thought, you know, yeah, I would hang out with Bruno.
No, you
How'd
wouldn't.
You guys, when you first saw each other, what'd you think?
That was intense.
Oh, yeah.
Was it?
I walk in, and he's this beautiful, warm black man. I fell in love with him.
Ding, ding.
Well, when I first met Carmen, I thought she's weird. She seemed kind of emotional.
No, Renee's the
He
best.
is very introspective. He was the quiet one of the bunch. Lock on the door, we don't want the black people stealing anything.
My mom and Bruno don't exactly spend a lot of time with black people, so I think I'm a little nervous that they might say the wrong thing.
Okay,
First thing we had
it
to do
started.
was teach each other how to pass as the members of the other race.
We're gonna help each other walk the walk and talk the talk.
All right, so we gotta help y'all pass black.
Yeah.
I was figuring I would walk in and just basically high five everybody.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. High five everybody.
No, I keep thinking there's something in the walk. Don't you think there's just some kind of, let's say, the walk, you know, I was thinking kind of, how about a white guy, sort of more straight, whereas a black was sort of like, just a little bit of roll.
That's not really bad.
It's just sort of
It's not really bad.
You know, kind of.
And you know the biggest thing if somebody come up to you is hand, keep it in the middle, because we don't want none of this touching.
Okay, we don't touch.
Just come in.
Okay, a closed thing or
Just it can be open. You know, white guys come and hug like this. Like this. Straight up and down, nothing to block.
All men do that.
All men do
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do we really want to be like saying, okay, so that's what most black people do, therefore I should do it to blend in? Because I know that like all of us are trying to learn about the other race, but it's so much in like the language of stereotype. I don't know yet if I'm going to feel comfortable putting on an act. I'm comfortable being me. I don't want to just be sending out bullshit.
Young white girl is
It's all about pulling it off. Somebody say what's up.
No, she's like,
they do.
Would that take you a little bit aback?
No,
So there is a difference between the black and white.
Yeah,
Much more
because I've
open.
seen white women just come up to me and it's like, what's she want? Why is she bothering me? Why she asking me all these damn questions? You know, some black people be like, damn, why you want to know all that? Why you all in my
I
business?
think I asked too many questions.
No. I mean, just don't go in there friendly, highly ho neighbor. You know, that's curious. As I
That's a
said.
generally held belief.
Hell yeah, very curious. So I do a lot of things that everybody don't do. I'll give you all the white things that you do, and then you say curious. A tornado coming by. A white person coming behind it in a truck. Now it's a legitimate profession called storm chasing. I'm not chasing the storm. You know what I'm saying? You're laughing because you know it's true. That's white.
I ain't gonna lie.
In the sense that blacks generally look down on whites.
No, we don't look down on you. It's just your nature is to be more curious than ours. Your nature is to, if you hear a noise, to find out what the noise is. We hear noise, we're getting away from the noise, and we're worried about what the noise is.
If those differences are true, and certainly right here they're playing out. Wow, this is all really interesting. I am never around, or very rarely around, black people.
Really?
Yeah, and to have this kind of Were we supposed to coach you all, or ask?
She doesn't have to do that because I know how to adapt and get along with white people. Because that's something that I learned to do because white people are the ones I had to deal with when I had to interview for a job or anything. You know, I know how to communicate with them to get what I want.
We interact with whites daily. Black culture has to conform to white society to make it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
We are in for something. We are in for something.
The girl is like all right, like she's not terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look what they do.
Oh, that's nice.
You can learn a lot by living with another.
Did they open the
planet.
eggs and put them back in the car and then put them back in the fridge?
Yeah, I
So
don't know
far,
why.
I've really enjoyed meeting the Sparkses. I've learned a lot. There's like a whole world, a whole community.
Honestly, it's a
in
bit
being
weird, but I guess
black.
you're gonna end up
It's
throwing the fucking
like
thing
a
away
secret
anyway.
society with shared experiences and language and customs.
Yeah, but
it is
why?
weird.
Why would you just put it
It's
back?
a very
I agree.
What does this motherfucker do?
It's just like he thinks that's how black people walk.
With their head shaking?
Like he's just like, yeah, bro. No, he just thinks like, you know, black people have swagger, right? That's
just dumb, dude. Like, shit.
On our first day out, we had a discussion with a moderator
Yell
about
more.
race to help
Yell
prepare us
more?
for
when you're
focus groups.
speaking.
Oh, okay.
The goal of the meeting
Oh, this is bad.
now is to talk about the idea of racism and how do we recognize in other people what they are seeing in us when we are in
Is it
different
race
stands.
relations?
It'll be
moderator?
interesting.
Who the fuck is this guy?
And I'm sure it'll happen where I'll be in black and I'll get some attitude from some prick white guy. And I won't have all the history of resentment
Right.
that a black man has. And I'll be able to with him. Oh, just, you know, mentally spar with him and go,
Like,
you know, he says,
why?
hey, nigga. You know, I won't get angry. I'll just kind of smile to myself. And
That's the moment, bro. You see in his eyes the moment where Brian's like, "Oh shit, this is like."
He looked at him like.
No, that's when he's like, "Oh wait a minute, this is not, you know, just get golfing shoes, fun time. This is gonna be way worse, dude."
Right.
that a black man has. And I'll be able to with him. Oh, just, you know, mentally spar with him and go,
Like,
you know, he
why?
says, hey, nigga. You know, I won't
Look at
get
his
angry.
face.
I'll just kind of smile to myself and go,
By the way, the beautiful part about it is that they're bleeping the F word, but not the straight N word with a hard R. Like that's wild. Okay.
Unbelievable.
why'd you say that?
When I hear the N word, my jaws clench up. It resonates with me.
Renee
and
did
I know
not
it's
like
just
that
a
either.
word, but you know what I had to go through growing up. That word still gets me. It's powerful.
You know, no one's gonna just strictly come up, you know, and say, hey, nigger, or anything like that.
Right.
Because that kind of racism is really not there today. Now it's more, we won't get the positions that we're qualified for, or we won't get the service that everybody else get. But I think that Rose and Carmen and Bruno is gonna get a lot more out of this than we will because of the fact that white don't have.
By the way, notice how he's like, you know, I can mentally spar with a racist white guy because I don't have the resentment. You, on the other hand, a black man, you can't do that. Only because of the racial resentment and animosity that you have towards the white person. Like, he's just straight.
I definitely see why his wife.
Oh, yeah.
Have to go through the day-to-day small things that you never think about. Like if I go into the mall as a black man, I'm gonna be looked at.
Right. Or follow.
Really? What if we're at a gathering, all of us are having dinner together, and there are pretty much equal blacks and whites, and then the whites leave and y'all start jiving? Jiving?
They start jiving?
See, that's white. That's very white.
Is it really?
No, get down, mama. That's past the grits and chicken. That's jive.
What the fuck does that mean?
Today, Carmen and I are going to be black people in a focus group of all black people.
It'll be a panel of black people talking about race and racism.
Bro, that's like a 70s
totally
slang
confident.
word.
Is a slang word for shucking and jiving? Like it's like a racist term to say that like things that black people do.
It used to be slang in like the 70s to just.
But it's also like jive turkey too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like old slang.
What's jive turkey?
It's like, you full of shit, dude. You old jive turkey. You full of shit, dude. It's just like, that's how they, before the internet, that's how people talk.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's how people spoke.
It's
Hey
not-
there,
yeah.
Jack. And shit like that.
But like a white person saying that is just like weird as fuck.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know where she pulled that word from.
It's a black jazz musician slang.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't just jazz musician slang. It's people in general used it after a while. It probably started that way.
And that no one will be aware of the fact that I'm a honky.
Oh no! Twitch, don't ban me. I'm sorry. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Black Bruno said it. Or white Bruno. I don't know which Bruno said it. But...
Bruno?
Bruno walked.
There should be like N-word with a hard heart. Fine. But wait a minute. The H-word?
Honky.
They haven't banned anybody for honky yet, but who knows? I don't want to
In before me.
I don't want to test it out.
I came in as the last participant to this all-black panel.
H-word with a
I felt
hard
nervous.
heart.
Like, are they going to accept that I'm black? And it was scary.
It was great. I knew that Brian was behind the two-way mirror, and he had given me some advice on how to be black. He told me to sort of just kick back, don't have great posture, lean to one side and sort of slouch in the chair.
Don't have.
I was mindful of
He said he got that
not
from
being
him.
overly
I don't think he got that from him.
Yeah, that's what I'm
see
saying. There's no shot.
Today, as the biggest difference between being black and white in America.
When I think of white people, I think ethnocentric. Very much like my way of seeing things is the best, most correct way. And anything that's different than that, you know, I don't want to get to know.
It's assimilation. You know, it's kind of like as long as we assimilate and do what they do, we're okay. But if we're kind of like off on the side doing our own little thing, you might be a little bit intimidating.
Seems like that's just the way it is. This world is dominated by
There are two imposters among us.
white people, and I don't think it's any way that we'll ever be considered equal.
Because they just talk at you anyway. I'm a grown man. You be having them talk. Hey, get over there. Hey, get this. Pick that up. Hey.
You know he's sitting there like, when can I say the N-word? Okay, I cannot wait.
They both look like they don't want to be there. Well, no, he looks like he's just ready to say the N-word.
Yeah, he just loves that.
She looks like she's just like, no.
Oh fuck, this is fucked up. He's like, oh, this is great. I cannot wait. He's got it loaded in the chamber, bro.
It's coming.
He's ready to fire it
He can't
up.
wait to say it and
know,
not get
like,
any
hey,
backlash.
I'm a man. They don't even talk to their kids like that.
There's a world there that I got to have an eye-opening view of. It was pretty amazing and very enlightening to experience just a taste of what it's like for the black world.
You know, there's a lot of controversy about the N-word and who can use it or whether it should be used at all. Who has experienced an intentional attempt to disrespect you by using that term? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, yeah.
Have you had experiences like that?
Yeah, I used to work as a doorman at a disco, you know, and if somebody came up intoxicated or didn't have the right dress on, you know, they say, come on, nigga, you know, or, you know, it's a lot more hostile than that. And I just, you know, yeah, that's right, I'm a nigga. You know, it just wouldn't affect me. And that would be the end of the conflict, just like that.
Look at this guy's face. Look at his face.
Yeah, because he said, yeah, that's okay, that's right, I'm a nigger, whatever.
Has experienced an intentional
He made a whole
attempt
story
to
up
disrespect
so he
you.
could say it again.
Dude, I've said this before. Listen. I don't know. Look,
Fucking crazy. I was a doorman at
I know you're
disco.
sensitive towards anti-white racism, so I respect your
What?
your opinion here. But like, white people get so creative when it comes to racism. It just like pops off, dude. Yeah, he just on the spot came up with a story where, like, he came up with a story on the spot of like him being victim to a racist attack, which he just like brushed off so easily.
She's like, yeah, whatever, man. That doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother me.
What
By
grown ass
using that
black
term.
man?
That's what I'm trying to get at. Have you had experiences like that?
Yeah, I used to work as a doorman at a disco, you know, and if somebody came up intoxicated or didn't have the right dress on, you know, they say, come on,
I gotta grab,
you know, or, you know, it's a lot more hostile than that. And I just, you know, yeah, that's right, I'm a nigga. You know, it just wouldn't affect me. And that would be the end of the conflict, just like that. Because I wouldn't give it the power.
The only reason why people call you derogatory names is so that they can inflame you.
He didn't give it
If
power.
You
That
don't
was the
empower
problem.
the people who call you the N-word
That's how it
by getting
works.
upset. You win, and the idiot that just called you that doesn't have any power.
My main thing is
You on the chat saying it wasn't a fabrication. Bruno was the one who said it to the black doorman.
Yeah, no, that's so crazy. Someone said, I'm about to say he did this shit to someone else, and he's telling them he's reversing the story.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
He said someone's
be the fly on the wall and see how whites act when blacks are nowhere around.
I'll be able to, you know, actually hear what they say when I'm not in the room. But I'll actually be in the room.
Walking like a white woman.
My name is Brian. I enjoy building computers, things like that. I like fixing things with my hand.
My name is Renee, and my hobbies, whoa, swimming, tennis, shopping.
How prevalent is racism still in today's society?
I want to think that everybody is treated equally, and you know what? They're not.
I had an experience where I was managing a girl who was black, and she had the worst attitude I have ever seen. I wanted to fire her so bad. It had nothing to do with the color of her complexion.
Bro.
Whatever I would have to document to fire her.
Bro, I thought she was gonna be like, yeah, black people really do have it bad. She's like, no,
she was gonna be
she
based.
flipped it, dude.
She started telling a story from her work.
She fucking flipped it. Oh, that's so good.
Even longer list.
The way she started the story was very different.
Sued. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, yesterday. There's a black guy behind the counter, and my friend tipped him and said, put a tip in the jar and said, thank you, brother.
You have a
And the
Gatorade?
guy said, watch how you say that.
Only black people can call themselves brother or even the N-word.
I don't look at a black person and say, I want to do harm, but sometimes there's these innate things that I think have been taught that, I shake someone's hand,
Blue or orange?
it's black, and my instinct is to wipe it or something. I am very conscious of it afterwards, and I feel horrible about it, and it takes work to switch that around.
When he said that, I was like, wow.
You want
Guy just shaking when he was telling
sure?
us that.
Yeah.
You could tell that really bothered him.
I knew that racism was there, and I thought I was prepared for everything, but when I actually donned the white makeup,
I was shocked.
Sorry, what did he say?
He said, when I shake a black person's hand, there's just this innate feeling to just wipe my hand afterwards, or something like that. And he said he thinks it's taught, and I don't fucking know. These people are just.
I think he I think he if I remember correctly, he recognizes that that's racist.
Yeah.
But
That's
he's
what
like,
saying. And he
he's
says,
like trying to shake his social conditioning, kind of. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's so.
He's being honest, but it's just
Yeah.
I don't even understand what this panel is. It's just a panel of people talking in one random room.
It's just the Redditors getting together.
This is like real life Reddit.
The white plight, dude. Hassan is on stream torturing two brothers, making them watch this shit. Are you kidding me? They love it. What the fuck are you talking about?
This is true entertainment.
Bro, how fucked up that this man does not recognize that Ice Cube ended racism in America.
Done.
With this show.
Finito.
Yeah.
It's over.
Oh, man.
when he said that, I was like, wow.
The guy just shaking when he was telling us that. You could tell that really bothered him.
I knew that racism was there, and I thought I was prepared for everything, but when I actually donned the white makeup,
I was shocked.
Those focus groups were really eye-opening.
I look forward to having someone say, hey, nigga, you're a son of a bitch. I hate you, nigga. And expect me to get all freaked out about it. And I just look at him and go, gee, why'd you call me that? And that would be the end of it.
No, this guy's actually what the fuck is he even talking about?
Bro, he literally
what is he talking about?
Okay, first of all, welcome to white people.
This dude is just he's a liberal too. That dude straight up thinks that racism starts and ends with someone calling him, thinking he's a black man and calling him the N-word.
Yeah, no, but before he was like, I expected that to happen and all these things were supposed to go and happen. It's been one day and you've been in a room around other black people. What the fuck is he on?
Yeah, and he's going to be chasing that high because white people love to be oppressed. Okay, this is a fucking fantasy for him in the sense that he gets to be oppressed as a black man, but also simultaneously he's he's also simultaneously going to be like, oh well, it's not a big deal because I'm not going to give it power, and it's only impactful if you give it power. The ultimate goal, the ultimate point that he's making is straight up that the N-word has no power. And it's only the black people who won't give up you know, thinking about slavery and you know, caring about the N-word.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Like that's the thing is like racism solved, don't be offended. Like a lot of people just straight up think because they have no way of comprehending what systemic racism is like, and they've never really thought about it from an empathetic point of view, or more importantly than that, never been in a diverse environment where they've like actually been around black people as peers, as equals, as friends, you know what I mean? That like they've never had that conversation with a black person, or rather they've only had that conversation with like a single black person in a dominated white space. So that black person is already most likely conforming to that white space in an effort to be accepted by everyone else. So they straight up think racism is just a personal slight against them. Like an individual tiny thing, like someone being a meanie bobini. That's what racism is.
Yeah.
Because you've never experienced it. So you just have no fucking idea. You're just completely disconnected from that reality. So you just think, oh man, racism is just about people being mean to you and people being big bullies. And if you don't let them be big bullies, then, you know, no racism.
Yeah.
In the focus group, it was interesting that out of the whole group, Bruno used the word nigger.
With the ER? Yeah.
He was the first one to say.
They like that word.
They like it for some reason.
Can you keep explaining racism to these two people? No, I'm giving the only fucking part that I can explain, which is like the fucking, you know, white perspective.
Why?
Like when
not
you're
like
black,
white splaining racism.
it's okay for you
men.
to say the word then, but when you're white, just...
I think that most white people, not all, would love to say nigga in the presence of black and not have any repercussion.
Hassan, you think I don't know what racism is, motherfucker?
Bro, this is what they're waiting for. So you can like say some shit like that so they can clip it and be like, oh my god.
Right back up to the top of r/all, dude.
Stream. Yeah, I know.
Now that we've got the basic knowing where we are and who the sparks are,
Probably,
I feel I can totally
Jesse,
focus
watching.
on the black perspective on issues of race. Very curious to see if I am reacted to differently as black Bruno than I am as white Bruno.
I'm in this project to see if black people are just the same as white people. By becoming a black girl, I want to see if I can identify with other black kids and learn about their culture.
Today, I'm going out to look for a job as a white Brian in an all-white community. I would like to see it will be easier for me as a white man to get a job because I'm white. But when they see me, they'll see likeness. It'll be easier for me to fit in.
Hey, you must be Brian.
Brian.
You're here for an interview.
I sure am.
All right, well, let me just take you over to a table, and then we'll get you to fill out some stuff.
Leo's Bar is an all-white neighborhood, and I would like to be a bartender because alcohol brings out the truth. If you're a bartender, if black was brought up in a white surrounding when the patrons are drunk, I think it's much different than sober.
You don't have a job now. You haven't had a criminal record. We need to do a background check on you. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just, you know, thrilled.
Just kidding, you're white. No, I'm just
Was that just swiftly felt scripted? That felt like very much like.
Yeah.
Do we need to do a background check on you?
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
That was awesome.
She ain't going to
You
Hollywood.
guys interviewing me, give me the chance for this.
Well, you know, once you're on, you're part of the family, so, you know.
Okay, I like that. I got the job. Thank you for this opportunity, and I promise I won't let you down.
Oh, I know you won't. I know you won't. I know you won't.
They told me, welcome to the family. They knew I was white when they said, welcome to the family. I'm in the Leo family. I'm in the Leo family. So I'm white now, so I'm in there.
Got hired. Look at him. I got a small job.
Today I went to the mall and I met Duran and Poetry, who are in charge of a slam poetry class.
This part
They
is
knew that I
fucked
was
up,
white,
bro.
but I was still in black makeup.
Do you know anything about that poetry shit?
No.
We teach poetry workshop. There's so many beautiful poems out there, but they're not performed right. We teach performance and writing skills.
I like to write poetry, and I've never learned how to. I've written it myself.
If you write poetry, we're like, oh, you're in the house.
I'm really excited about taking this poetry class because I want to know what it's like to be black. I want to immerse myself in the culture.
Do you have any poems like,
Like in my head?
Or in your head, or do you have
Or
any
down that you would have memorized, only because the first class, at least, right, we're gonna have everybody like read something, or at least, and
So we can see where you are.
what we need to work on.
Wow.
And it's easier if you have it memorized.
I've got an assignment, and I'm downright feeling intimidated. I've never tried to do slam poetry. It's scary for me to know that I've got so much potential to fail.
Anything that'll like speak about you or something that you can memorize.
Well, I can always do one tonight and just work on it.
It'll have to be memorized.
Yeah.
Okay.
And written.
Is she just gonna
Why is she
not
doing
memorize?
slam poetry?
Because that's what black people do.
Also, the show was like, fuck it.
Today I went to
Do
several
slam
car
poetry.
dealerships to see if I'm
Yeah, I mean,
treated any
producers
differently
like
as a
greatly
black
push
person.
Gotcha.
you into things.
I've spoken to black friends. They'll say that you don't know.
I mean, Bruno steals the show with like how horrible of a monster he is.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
you'll
no,
see.
He already has.
Bruno definitely played his part well.
No, he's great, like in the worst way possible.
Is to be the black man who's looked at with suspicion. Somebody looks at me and they have hatred because I'm black. That will be soul shaking.
Let me get the case for you. Okay, thank you. Appreciate your time.
What do we do, honestly, what do we do to our business today?
It's kind of interesting. I was on the lot no more than 20, 30 seconds before somebody would notice me and come right over to me.
What if you don't have such good credit?
When I tell them that I have lousy credit, they tell me that I'm going to have to put more money down. I think that's rather standard.
Didn't seem to me that anyone was keying in on my blackness.
In general, I got excellent service, and I'm finding that I'm treated exactly the same, whether I'm black or whether I'm white.
Case closed.
Case closed.
Bro, now you're beginning to recognize how Bruno is going to operate throughout the entire show.
Yeah.
How long is it?
He's like
it's 6 episodes.
Anecdotal. I wasn't treated with.
Yeah.
I wasn't called the hard R N word at the fucking cars salesman.
But I've said it like
it's
4
done,
times.
dude.
I've said it like 4
It's
times in the
wraps.
first episode. This is episode 1.
No, he fired off so
as
many
a black man, I buy my shoes. They just hand me the shoe and say, "Here, try it on." But my first day as a white guy, go and buy some shoes. They take my foot and put it in the shoe. I bought golf shoes out of a golf pro shop before. Didn't happen. So, I mean, I'm not saying that it always happens, but it was just my first.
Someone say he just looks like a leathery Florida man. Yeah,
He looks like Patrick Starr tanned in the one fucking
yeah. He just stayed out too long in the sun.
Time, and I was like, wow.
At the car
Mr.
dealership,
Krabs,
as a
actually, I
black
think, is
man, what I experienced is I'm getting the reaction from people that I usually get as white Bruno. And that's telling me a lot.
From what I hear from you, I don't feel that you're getting the experiences that I go through on a daily. Bruno's been white all his life until these last few days. So he doesn't know what to look for or what to expect. If you're not used to it in your daily life, then you're not going to look for anything new just because you have on black makeup. I just think the little things that you never think about is always on our mind as black men.
What I totally believe is it's the individual, regardless of whether he's white or black. I'm going to come as Bruno as a black man, okay? And I'm going to show everybody courtesy. I'm going to deal with life the way Bruno does, and I'm going to appear black. My theory is
what happens when you do that
it
and you still
starts
get treated bad?
with
What you gonna do then?
personal responsibility. You get out of life what you
something that, of course, he's saying black people lack is the individual personal responsibility. That's the reason why racism always comes down. Racism always comes down to how the recipient is receiving the racism.
Get put into it.
I come from a place of not expecting to be assaulted by racism. And maybe that's a huge difference. They're so aware of the fact that they are black and that they are separate and they are different.
Well, you said...
I think the funniest part about this is that, Bruno straight up is under the expectation that people are going to treat him, I think, the way he treats black people, which is in, a really fucked up way.
Yeah, probably.
So he's just like, I don't understand why they're not saying the N-word.
you guys are going to get a lot more out of this.
I do that all the time to black people.
You're going to be black and I'm going to be white.
Right.
Okay, well, you said it was going to happen. So far, I'm kind of waiting for somebody to go, hey, nigger.
But it's not going to happen.
It's not going to
It's not going to happen.
I really don't think that Bruno is getting the black experience yet, and I'm not sure if he's going to ever open his mind to it.
You're saying you think you know that I started to experience something. I'm telling you, no. No.
I'm telling you.
Someone in the chat said counter is a 6.
Dude,
Six
Bruno
times.
makes it his argument seem like he's been doing this shit for like a year.
Yeah.
He's been in a room with other black
It's a
people,
poetry
and he
thing,
went to go
and
look
I
at a
don't have
fucking
anything
car for 20
memorized
minutes.
yet, and I would have liked to.
He's got
It's
it.
not
Take
so
it
good.
out.
I needed to write a poem and memorize it. I really love words. I do, and like to me, you can never have enough adjectives.
Oh, is she working on her poem?
Yeah.
I want everybody to introduce themselves and tell me your favorite entertainer.
My name is Latoya
He's
Hill.
like not
My
super
favorite
around in
artist
the
is
show.
Mary J. Blige. My name is Cherie Busby, and my favorite entertainer is Prince.
Okay, blessed. I'm an avid Michael Jackson fan.
My name is Jonathan. My favorite performer is Dave Chappelle.
My name is Rose, and my favorite entertainer, I kind of love the Cranberries. So.
The Cranberries. Diverse.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, who's the Cranberries?
First impression. So my first impression was like, I love the Cranberries.
They're not gonna know the fuck
What
that is.
was that?
Everybody's
Whenever
like,
we do our
Prince,
poems, we
Michael
have to stand up. Okay?
I don't know how to face this. I'm standing in the mirror faceless. My mom is at my shoulder telling me to escape this. There's so many far before me with war life stories of prison and death. I'll take a deep ass breath.
What is this that torments my existence? That removes the joy in every single instance? Am I doomed to succumb to this depressing?
Who got the idea that I was ready for this? I felt like a lamb in a lion's den.
I'm always down for my black people, though sometimes they be acting so evil. Unbelievable how my patience remains. Though at times I feel an alien blood runs through these veins, and this thought sustains. The alien was me.
These people rock, and they're speaking about being black from their heart of hearts. And I'm hoping to God that this sounds black.
Okay. Thank you. Many words, my life, the so simple complexities of a human psyche, to even relish in my thoughts of romantic stride, my skin to his, my touch returned, a mutual undulation of want and reciprocal acceptability and performance, a ritual so profound, the taste of sex, the body, flush with hot and sticky fantastic, a basket of unbroken fruit, a dripping bouquet of red, ripe woman.
Bro, they did
a
it
pulse of
so
soul
dirty.
spread lavishly over the human chemistry, when discovery and pleasure were encouraged. Thank you.
You talking about fucking?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's
Were you
like
nervous?
I was expecting a lot worse.
Yeah, I was expecting something.
Like,
That's what you're nervous. So
You have a lot of big words. I have a lot of big words. I don't get, you know, and you have to know your audience and know that if you're speaking to an audience of people, that not everybody's gonna understand
dudes definitely were
what you're
into
talking
it.
about.
Damn.
That was
She did have some big ass fucking words in there. I didn't
This
know
project
shit.
is
Huge.
so much
Undulation,
more
she said.
unnerving
Undulation.
and probing than you can possibly expect it to be.
So how was today for you, Rose?
Yeah, I was just about to ask you.
It was incredible. Some of the most beautiful, intense poetry I've heard in a long time. Everything was just from the heart. Racism, prejudice, black lifestyle came up a lot because they were talking about being black.
So did you get up and say anything?
I did. But here I am in front of everybody and I'm like, I hope it at least is black enough to get through this class. Like,
You know what? If I'd have got in there for the first time, I would have done
I was like shaking my socks.
Yeah, that's courage. Rose has a good head on her shoulder, and I think Bruno can take a page from Rose's book and learn.
That is one place I do not want to get found out. Like,
Yeah.
oh really? Oh yeah.
No,
So the
you'll-
only way
yeah.
I feel okay being in there is if I work my ass off. They're doing something
feel like
incredible
they would
there.
really
She definitely gets like
I
way
don't-
more uncomfortable, and the producers fucked her over because like they put her in like the worst conditions. Like they put her in like a situation where you know, like as Brian said, like you know, people would not be comfortable in no matter what their background is.
And then with the dad, they're like, just go look at a fucking car.
Yeah. It's
I
just
feel like that would be respectful of me.
I don't know how I'm feeling right now because I want to strike up friendships. And if something went wrong, like if they found out that I was white, somebody's not going to feel cool about it.
I don't want to go in there again and do what I did. Just don't.
My dad is always talking about how whites are treated differently than black people.
But my generation now,
finally
we
give him
really
his
don't
kid.
see all that. We just see people.
Here we go.
As long as you cool with us, then we cool with you.
Oh my goodness, check it out.
Oh my god.
Wow, amazing.
I'm gonna be white today, so I want to go and do something only white can do.
The mom is sus, dude.
Today I'm going to etiquette class with Nick to see how well he blends in with white kids.
Nice to meet you, Claudia.
Claudia Rose, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Rose. Hi, I'm Claudia. Nice
Nick.
to meet you. Nick. Etiquette, actually, it's not just rules. It's the way you behave, the way you're going to be accepted.
Basically, it teaches you know how to eat at fancy restaurants and how to greet people and be polite.
I want to see you pretend
I thought
to
this
eat your
was weird.
soup.
It's like
Pretend
I
to eat
asked
your
my
soup.
chat. I asked. Oh, you did?
Not exactly the same way, but there was a summer program where it was like a summer program just for like kids in general. And one of the things we did is like everyone had to bring a meal from home that like they made, and everyone had to
What'd you bring?
have one adab.
Wait, what?
One adab.
What
the
is it?
grape leaf meat rolls?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we brought those, and like they also like.
Is that what you call it?
One adab, yeah. That's
One adab?
Lebanese, I think. One
Yeah.
adab.
One adab.
One adab.
We say sadama.
Yeah, one adab.
Dolma.
But then they like it was that, and then it was also like, okay, here's proper like eating etiquette with like everyone that was there.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all.
How was it? Was it weird?
No, it was cool.
I've never seen this shit. Like I had no idea what this fucking thing was. Like I didn't realize that people. What on a? Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Did I say water? Oh, my bad. I'm saying wanna.
I had somebody when I was real young try to teach me like etiquette just in my house, but I've never had an etiquette class. But I
yeah, like my mom.
Yeah, like, it was some shit like that.
Yeah.
She was just. It was like family members teaching me just like some just in case.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
your
exactly.
black ass better know how to eat correctly and like it was that kind of thing.
That's where I learned not to put like my elbows on the table and shit.
Yeah, all that shit.
Wrists and
Use your fucking knife with your right hand and your fork with the left. That sort of shit. But like I've never seen like a class for it. I didn't realize it was a thing.
Okay, you eat from the inside to the outside. Yeah. Remember, when your mom used to feed you, it was like this?
Yes.
Okay, you guys are grown-ups now.
I actually don't think Nick is enjoying himself at all.
He's not into that shit at all.
No.
Yo, that's always
I know that you were so active.
Those are the highlights from the edit.
Yeah.
Just him going yes and looking.
Yeah,
He must have not.
He's like, that class looks stupid as fuck.
I'm always gonna be myself.
Yeah, you're not gonna be working with how you act, as in like enunciating and stuff like that.
Can't act white.
You can't. Okay, so that's your opinion?
Really can't. I just don't, really see no point into this racism thing. I'm not the racist person, so all that stuff doesn't really matter to me.
So what's kind of your like goal for this then?
Just a pass.
Just a pass?
I'm here for the fun.
He's like, First of all, he's trying to be cool in front of her 100%. Okay.
Today will be the first day that I'll work at Leo's bar.
Where is he gonna
We're
get
all
any
white
of the
bar.
fun out of
There's
it?
a bartender.
He doesn't participate.
It's cool. I'm being a
But
fly
him
on the
saying
wall,
that in
get to
white
see the
face
day in
with
white.
that deep
Well, you want to establish a rapport with all these guys. If you take care of them, they're going to take care of you.
He thought he was an anime character right there, like staring off into the distance.
I have to speak proper grammar, or as we black community say, I have to speak white. Yes, see? Okay, I'm about to watch you. You must be a real regular, right? Then I got into some conversation with a guy. There you go. It was so easy because they thought I was so white up in there. I just asked him a simple question. What is the neighborhood like?
Yeah, well, this is pretty much a white area, so you won't have any problems.
Oh, okay. Fit right in.
I grew up in this neighborhood, and this is one of the last somewhat unaffected bastions of middle-class Caucasian America inside Los Angeles.
Nice
You
quiet
go to
community.
most of the cities around this area have changed significantly. This is the one that's almost like it's been
One of the good
insulated for some reason.
Wow, I kind of got that
one of the good
feel
ones
when I
remaining.
came to
And the
this
neighbors
neighborhood.
want it to stay that way.
Exactly.
They don't want a lot of change. They don't want
The neighborhood wants to stay that way. Yeah.
Neighborhood
You
wants
said
to
that.
stay.
You said that so politely, but like there's so much implied threat behind that.
Yeah.
They don't want a building. They don't want a lot of immigration because they've seen what's happening.
They don't want
in peripheral
immigration.
communities. And it's taken the quality of life down.
He just like went on and on. This is the last little white community. We want to keep it like this. In other words, this will be the place for you to move and bring.
By the way,
your
you're
white
right.
family.
Manhattan Beach is like that. So Still.
I mean, yeah, somebody in chat said Manhattan Beach ? And literally
Yeah.
Manhattan Beach stole a bunch of land from blacks way back in the day. Still haven't really given them back that.
Oh
land.
yeah, there's a black family, right?
There's
That
a
like
black
only
family that
recently got a house back.
I think they recently gave them some of the land back and shit. But
Yeah.
Manhattan Beach has a lot
Okay,
of fucking
man.
deeply rooted issues.
Okay, man.
I lived in Manhattan Beach.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
learned a little bit about it when I was living there.
Family, if you want to have your kids
That was awesome.
raised in a good neighborhood.
This area up here has somehow remained untouched. So
That's interesting.
So if you're looking for a safe place to raise your kids, you can't do better than this, I think.
I think if I was in there black,
This is
of course I
Mizkif
would get
extreme
that
now,
kind of
yeah.
information. But because
Taking
he thought
over.
I was white, he had that comfort zone. He spilled his guts. I was really blown away for him to say all that to me. It was tough. I know there is some people like that, but you want to think of this as a much better place.
Black or white.
You know, Ice Cube was right. This is a good
What I
show.
hope will happen for us
I mean,
today.
yeah,
you know,
it's a great
I want to
show.
walk down
It's
the
so
street,
good.
you and I as black guys, and I want a white woman to clutch the purse real quick or not look at you when you try to say hello. And I want to be in the store, and I want security to, you know, snoop around.
Bruno tries to make light of my experiences of racism. It's very important to me that he sees what blacks deal with on a daily basis.
My buddy from what I play ball with, Scott, and he's 6'7", a big guy and black, and he says, "I've never experienced racism."
I don't want you to, go away like, that guy just looking for racism. He just walks into a place, he
To
projects
be
that he's
honest, I think it's a mixture. I think when somebody reacts to you in a certain way, you do kind of look for it.
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
you never know why they're reacting to you in that way. Maybe they do hate black people, or maybe they just, their husband slapped them that morning.
When you're black and you're black all your life,
Bro, is that domestic abuse induced racism? He's just coming up with new medical conditions, dude. He's like, oh no, it's just like, what if they were racist because their husband slapped them?
This was on TV, dude.
Yeah.
Like, this is on national television.
He knows. At least the other like white people or whatever the fuck like don't really know, or they know that it's for like a reality TV show. They don't know exactly what it's for.
Yeah.
This man straight up knows, and he's just saying it. That's how fucking confident he is in his worldview, talking to a black dude.
You know
about
when it's
racism.
a bitter person, a bad day, or when you're just black. As long as you sit there and negate everything I say, you're not gonna look for it. You can debate, but I just
I tell you what, I'll be looking for it.
I have no problem.
As a matter of fact, you and I will be shopping, and you can go check out the person over there.
Just be
and I'll
receptive.
check it
That's
out.
all I ask.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And you can even point it out to me.
Okay.
All
right.
All right.
Bro, it straight up took like 8 minutes for Ryan to be like, fuck this. It's over.
Maybe next time it happens, you can point it out.
When I walked into poetry class, I couldn't have been more nervous. The whole class was scary to me because it was something so foreign. So
Yeah, I decided that I'm gonna just walk in there like, why not? I'm me, that's that, period. Conquer some fear. Why not?
Okay, ready?
I can't wait.
Go. Concentration. Concentration is the game. Keep the rhythm or you'll be out the game. Topic is colors.
Purple,
Brown,
black,
pink,
yellow,
silver,
off-white.
reddish green.
Oh, white?
Shit! I'm not about to go into a place and pretend that I know what I'm doing. But if for some reason I start changing and growing and learning in a different way that I didn't expect, I'll let it happen.
They ran out of colors.
I started to realize that it did feel real.
Green was black.
Look at this.
They said black, brown, yellow.
You're missing out on. You're missing out on Rachel
Poet
Dolezal.
my ass.
You said what now?
I said you're missing out on Rachel Dolezal vibing over
For
here.
some reason I start changing and growing and learning in a different way that I didn't expect, I'll let it happen. When I started to realize that it did feel real. And
She's about to do the Macarena, dude.
What is happening?
Yo, that's so good.
I feel like now I've got some friends on board, and that I needed.
objective today is to find out
Yeah.
whether we can
I
roam
feel like
freely without
her experience is like the model
excessive
of what they
paranoia.
Yeah, this is the idea.
Yeah, but this is content. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Her experience is the model. Like her experience is actually like, you know,
But Bruno is
understanding
content.
it. But
Bruno
this is
is the
content.
juice. Bruno is the juice for sure.
He's just absolute villain. Like absolute villain, start to finish. Dude.
Our way. I'm going to be polite and respectful as I am to everybody, and I expect that they will be the same to me. I can't imagine somebody actually being rude to me or saying rude things, or I don't anticipate that at all.
I hope you do get the experience of seeing that they're watching you a little bit different. You get a little slower service. They don't give a shit whether you buy this or that, or you do get some looks. You could be the most pleasant person in the world, and it still could happen. Every time that Bruno debates that racism exists, it really pisses me off.
You'll see how I approach life as I walk into the store. And we'll see if somebody blows me off and how I handle it.
That's bullshit.
All
You're
right.
sitting there and you want to sit on the little lily white pedestal and say shit is not happening in the world.
Oh, in the beginning?
Yeah, you
was it like thicker?
Yeah. That's just like some regular ass hair he's got now.
Yeah, they kind of gave up on it.
Yeah, go right there. Click that. That's when he meets him.
43. Yeah,
Bro, that's
it is
drastically
thicker.
different. What the fuck?
Wow, I didn't even notice that. That's Bruno just looks extra Italian. Yeah, dude. He's just
bro.
They just gave up. They gave up on Bruno, dude. Even the makeup team was like, dude, come on.
This motherfucker.
Oh.
Bro, it's different, right?
That face. I think it's a little shorter.
Yeah,
they gave him a Caesar.
Yeah, he's just looking Sicilian right now.
Yeah. You'll see how I approach life as I walk into the store, and we'll see if somebody blows me off and how I handle it.
That's bullshit. You're
right.
sitting there and you want to sit on the little lily white pedestal and say shit is not happening in the world, and that's bullshit.
I hear you. No, I know it's out there, but I'm trying to enlighten you on the fact that you have to approach life in a certain way and not expect.
When I tell you about my life, you say it's a bad day when I tell you that someone doesn't acknowledge my existence, or if I speak, they don't speak. Everybody have a shitty day on that particular day that nobody wants to speak, or I don't get good service, or it takes them too long to deal with me because I'm black. I've been black for damn 41 years almost. I know when I'm being bullshitted because I'm black, or when somebody having a bad day. And that's the thing that you won't grasp or you won't understand, because you want to debate every goddamn thing that we sit up in here and say. And we're just trying to help you get the experience, but you won't get it.
We'll see what happens. I'm all
Doesn't
eyes.
give a fuck. He just literally everything he just said fucking bounced off of him, dude. He was just like, yeah, whatever.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All ears.
He is not all ears, okay?
Are they walking around together?
Things happen when you play.
See that? Did you see that? What happened? She looked and ran over.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. Well, she looked and ran over. Just the little things. You know.
I also feel bad for Brian for a separate reason, because this is like, I feel like this has got to be like when you go to the doctor and you're no longer sick. You know what I mean? And you're just like, well, I had the symptoms like last night, but now I kind of don't. And then the doctor's looking at you like, I don't know. Where it's like, he has to like literally explain to him microaggressions or all this other shit, while he thinks racism does not exist.
Even if he did, if something extremely racist happened, he would just find a way to like talk around.
Yeah.
it, you know.
He has to act like the racism tour guide. Yeah.
But you know why you do it. Once you start knowing, you know.
She had, but you know,
I know she was gonna run over.
She had to, because they were taking the whole sidewalk. I was like right here with you.
Yeah.
And they had to give it up.
I know she had to move over, but I mean, it's the way she did it, so she wouldn't have to look at me.
I experience that all the time, Brian. That's not a super unique thing. And I looked at her and she looked right at me. You notice that? Did she look at you too?
No.
Okay.
I was looking.
Boom, we had like 3 seconds of eye contact.
I truly believe that if you walk into an establishment and carry yourself in a distinguished way and greet people with respect and courtesy, they will respond in kind.
Really nice for me.
Guess what? That's exactly what happened.
To be fair though, that shirt is fire.
Oh, that Bruno's wearing?
Yeah, I would wear that shirt.
Yeah, he's killing it with that one.
That's a good shirt.
Exactly what happened.
Good, how are you? All right. I like the suit you've got on.
Because you only wear black and white shit. Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's why it gives me.
Bruno thinks that salespeople are coming over to help him, but they're really coming over to size him up.
So he kind of came up to us and acknowledged us.
Racism is out there in the.
You know what I think? I think from your reaction today, you're looking for it.
I'm not looking for it. You know what snubbing is.
I get snubbed now too. But you and I, this evening, saw the same things. I saw one thing, you saw another. When a family is covering the entire sidewalk and they move over so that we can get by, you see that as them getting out of the way because you're black. You're looking for something that I think isn't there.
You're thinking that everything is okay, and it's not. I would like for Bruno to just understand that it is a little bit more difficult being black in an all-white society than being white in an all-white society.
If you come into a place and you've got this resentment and this expectation of prejudice, it's gonna find you. If you go in with an open heart and love, and you know, you can laugh. But my life is, I get joy because I put joy out. I don't get, you know, suspicion because I'm not looking for it. I'm not coming at it with a chip on my shoulder.
Like somewhere fucking
Well, no, I think
I feel like
I think what they should have done is have him interact with cops. And throughout the entire show, they never do that. I don't think.
It's like because like Bruno gets to like Bruno's never gonna fucking understand from the experience that he's getting.
Yeah, and he's also fucking Los Angeles too. Like
they're running the car salesman in a room with a bunch of other black people, being in a singular store. Like, what the fuck is he gonna run into, dude?
Yeah. I think having a cop come after him would have been like the best way. Just sending someone to purposely fuck with him.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that though. I feel like that's dangerous territory. But
I mean, you're right. Or you could just put him in a situation where you know he'd react a certain way, or something, and just like have a cop like go extra hard on him. I feel like he'd just make up another excuse for it anyway.
I mean, yeah, probably.
He has an excuse for everything.
Yeah, he's like he this is what he does like over and over again. He's just like your own. He's like my own anecdotes is and from like my friends, my supposed black friends if they exist, and also his like own personal experience and point of view as a white man supersedes the anecdotes of a black man who's trying to explain to him.
Quick question: where the fuck is the bar that was it Bruce? Or what's his name?
Yeah, I think it was like.
Where's the bar that he was working at compared to taking whatever his name to Hollywood Hills
or like Beverly Hills, yeah,
Beverly Hills shop. Take him to that town and get that bar or something.
Yeah,
because they seem like very different environments. Like I don't know, I just don't get the way that they shape that up. But maybe they do some more shit in the future episode or something. I'm very confused by that.
I mean, it's also kind of weird to expect Bruno to experience racism because I feel like he's never gonna recognize it because it's like shit that he does to other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty true. And then he just interprets it as it's just the way you take it.
Yeah.
Like even the subtle way that I don't know. I feel like even the subtle way that like liberals sometimes like overcorrect or there was a really good Michael Che bit about it on his new HBO show where he talks about like during the BLM protests. Like white people coming up to him randomly and being like, "I'm so sorry about police brutality," like casually. Whereas like the overcorrective behavior that's still like otherizing. Even then, he would not recognize that as racist. He would just be like, "Oh, look how nice white people are." Like,
pretty much.
Also, he just does not look black. That's another thing. But
I wasn't actually gonna mention that because he's entertaining. But like, yeah, no, he definitely.
He just looks really tan. Like.
Fucking Mr. Somebody, please pull up the Mr. Krabs tan. Just Google Mr. Krabs tan, please.
Okay. Dude, you've made a lot of good calls today. You made a lot of good calls today.
Tanned Mr. Krabs.
Let's see.
Oh, no. Okay, it's Patrick. Sorry, it's Patrick. Star. Yeah, SpongeBob tanned.
Dude, I can't even fucking type.
Yeah. This is fucking him, dude.
Oh my god, dude.
He just looks a little tan.
He's not, that's him.
Yeah, no.
That's literally him.
Yeah, he just got. Dude, he looks like every German tourist in Turkey. Like I had an aunt who used to put Coca-Cola on her skin, and apparently that shit burns you way worse.
What?
Yeah.
What was the intention?
To get like as tan as Black Bruno. Straight up. Yeah. Coca-Cola would do it. So would motor oil. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Motor oil, dude.
I didn't know Coca-Cola.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know about motor oil, but yeah,
Just
my
color
aunt
your
used
skin.
to put. My aunt used to put straight up Coca-Cola. One of my aunts used to put Coca-Cola on her body.
Coca-Cola does it all.
Yeah,
You can
and
clean
she
your
was,
toilet with
and
that
she
shit.
was dark as hell. Like she was as dark as Black Bruno.
Damn.
You can clean your toilet with that shit too.
Yup. Clean your toilet.
Is that true? I always dump like
Oh,
Coke cans when I'm done with it if I'm not gonna drink all of it on like the dishes and shit because I assume maybe the acidity is gonna clean it, but I don't know if that actually does.
That shit'll clean your toilet.
That shit'll make your toilet spotless.
My brother, that's all he used to do, like to clean his toilets, and that shit works.
Pour some Coke in that bitch.
You can clean paintbrushes with Coke? That's kind of crazy.
And then you just drink it all down.
You just take a scoop out of there.
Oh yeah, maybe I should separate my thoughts there. I do not drink
It really
toilet
burns
Coke.
to a chocolate color, but it really burns the skin. It's like a cancer imitation. Yeah, that's like, there's no way that shit was healthy. No, it's not. It's not good to fucking tan, right? It's
She
not-
like bathed in it, or she just poured it on herself?
You should have saved the C word. No. She would like pour it on herself and then like rub it. I think. Yeah.
Should I stop drinking it? I mean, drinking soda regularly probably isn't the best thing for you. Once in a while, it's cool though.
Mm-hmm.
My Middle Eastern aunts, you would use beer or baby oil to tan because it causes skin cancer easily. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Okay, this is the.
And that's what I get back
We
from the war.
can't fire off another episode. I feel like you guys have been here for like 8 hours. This has gone on way longer than I thought it was going to. Okay, we can keep doing this at a later date, but I want to watch the Whiteness Project, one episode of that.
He just carries
I want to
this
show you one more
knowing
thing. What's up?
that
Bruno rapping.
that people just don't like it.
You see what you want to see.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
And you don't see what you don't want to see.
Okay, so here I'll show you Bruno rapping, and then we'll watch the Whiteness Project one or two.
All right.
We're here.
This
Oh, jeez.
is something that I made, actually, months and months ago. It's
You
called
made it before this
Midlife
happened?
Rap.
Oh yeah.
Months before this project even came about, I bought a camera and a computer so that I can do my own video projects, and I ended up doing a rap video. After watching rap videos for a
What's
long
like-
time and
quick
getting
question,
kind of
can you pause
frustrated,
for
I
one
thought, you know, the middle...
What would be like? You know how incels like hate women because they can't get laid, basically, and like women don't like them. What is that for like a white dude against black people?
I told you, black people are cool. That's it.
Yeah, but like, is there a word for it for that?
Envy, I think.
Envy. I feel like they should have like a word for it. It'd be quite cool. Anyways, carry on.
I mean, it's racism. Like, that's what it is. There's the word for it.
No, that's not exactly what I'm talking about. I know what racism is, but there's. I'm speaking on a different note. But go ahead. Carry on.
I mean, I don't know. I just like racial resentments. Well, you're about to find out. But remember, white people get very creative when it comes to being racist. Okay, fetishization. That's another one.
It's kind of.
for sure.
It's getting closer to what I mean, but
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, we can carry on.
He means a word specifically for a guy who wishes he was black. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it is. It's like,
But it's also like fucking racist as fuck.
oh, for sure.
middle-aged guy or the middle-aged person should have an opportunity to speak.
Listen, all I gotta say is this: Okay, Peggy.
What's about to happen, man?
Look, listen. I've shown you a lot of good rap music today.
You have.
But what you're about to witness is just, it's gonna top it off.
This is the peak.
This is gonna be good.
Okay, let's see.
His or her mind as well, and it's sort of a commentary on the today's rap scene. Nick, you might in particular like this.
I'm anxious to show it to the Sparks and see how they feel about it. Seems like the perfect opportunity. But ladies and gentlemen, this is called midlife rap.
I'm a midlife rapper, and I rap from A to Z. I'm middle-aged and dapper with a vocabulary. No, I don't wear giant golden chains, baggy pants half down my butt. I don't disrespect the ladies. I don't call them hoes and sluts.
I don't even know what's it. Really, he's doing the head move like a black guy, and he's really slamming rappers.
Yeah,
you know,
he's
just
like-
really ragging on them.
I tell tales that are squeaky clean. I stay out of police station.
I mean, it was just really obnoxious. It was just like ridiculous.
I work hard to feed my children well, teach them lessons about life. You slapped your so-called bitches, if not stabbed them once or twice.
You just hear the words, it can come out a little bit harsh and controversial.
I don't blame anyone
I
for
slapped my bitches, didn't stab them.
Bro, he said it could be kind of controversial. Some of the lyrics are kind of controversial. This is whenever motherfuckers try to be like, oh, it's kind of edgy. I'm just being edgy. It's like, no, man. There's a word for that. You don't have to say edgy. You're just racist. Yeah. Like, no, you're not being edgy, okay? It's so fucking bad. You just straight up racist.
Playing the man has done me wrong. I don't wave my hands all around. I don't bend my fingers up and down. I don't mumble incoherently. I don't wear a big old nasty frown. Yo!
Yeah, I thought he was where to go with that.
I was like, oh, fuck no.
Yo, he's loving it.
Oh shit! Look at his face, dude.
He is enjoying.
Bro, look at that. He's like, yeah, they're gonna love this one.
Hell yeah! Wow.
Oh, he's so proud, dude. Why is he so proud? Oh my god.
Whoa.
Is it over?
Sure, what do you think of
The
that?
daughter didn't flinch through that shit. She was just like,
Yeah, what do you mean?
Oh, this is episode 4.
Straight, I mean,
Yeah.
He said it was straight.
I kind of ragged on the rapper. Does that offend you?
nah, I mean,
I think he.
Bro, he's literally he is a 4chan poster. Like, he's just like, huh, I ragged on the rappers. He's doing the troll face.
He
dude.
said I ragged on the rappers. Did you like that part?
Are you triggered? Are you mad?
Are you upset? Is it racist yet?
But this is the 4th episode. Like, I had to show this to you guys because by this point they're like, we know what you're about, okay? We know what the fuck you're about, bro.
I got you. So they're just kind of like over him. They're just like,
Yeah.
He did that thinking we were gonna get angry and stir up something. It didn't even bother me. I just thought like, how ridiculous you are. I mean, I look at it like, just like when a comedian talks about, I mean, I just look at it like that.
I don't know if it was meant to get under my skin type things or not, but it didn't offend me at all. I didn't even care about it. That's his.
It was too cringe for them to get mad at.
Yeah, that shit is just stupid. Like, I couldn't imagine myself getting upset at that.
No, that's just the way you interpreted it. See, you're looking for the message inside.
They just realized that he's trolling him. Yeah, I see.
I mean, I think you're going and you're looking for a problem with my music here. We're not talking about your people at all.
Oh wait, I think he literally
Creative
says that.
expression. Let him have it.
Actually, I think both me and my mom were really skeptical. Feels a little bit like making a separation between two different cultures that might not exist.
What do you mean cultures?
Like with a midlife man in white America versus the black rapper, which seemed to be the main.
By the way, I never mentioned black.
He did it, yeah, he did it. Yeah, you got that. You fucking got that. He's like, actually, I never mentioned black. Like, oh yeah, bro, you're so smart.
Oh my.
Nobody fucking noticed what you were trying to do there.
Bro, this is the loudest, like this is the loudest racist dude. Does not just be like outwardly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's screaming out
I
of
never
him.
said it actually. Never said the word black.
This guy, I'm sure this guy hates when people say the C word.
Oh man, if you call this if you call him the C word, he'd probably flip out.
Yeah, he would be like, "That's the real racism." Yeah. Bro, he really thought he did something. It's so strange. Like, you're 45 years old, dude. You're 45 years old and you like shot that with props and you thought this was fire.
He saved it for episode 4 too. He held on to it. He said the N-word like 6 times in episode 1.
Yeah.
God knows what this motherfucker did in 2 and 3. And then in episode 4, he's just... Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
this is it.
I have a little treat for you guys. After looking you straight in the eyes and calling you hard R,
I hope that... I wonder where that guy is, literally, bro. Like,
he's like a Biden supporter. We found all of his shit.
He's a Biden supporter?
Yeah, of course. But that's what it is. It's like liberals are fucking just as racist half the time. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, that's the long way of saying the N-word. Exactly.
Yeah, basically. He could have just got on camera and said the N-word and cut that shit right there.
Saved everybody the time.
Literally, bro. It's like, bro, you put too much work into this.
Did you say anything else to finish up this clip?
Let's see what else.
Personally, I don't like that rap. And I've told him before, it's really offensive to me.
He didn't even record that for the he just did that for himself, for
That's
fun.
He said he did it a few months ago.
Yeah.
That's like, yo, he did this before the show even happened.
Yeah. It's great.
Just because I think, especially being in the center of something that is so racially conscious.
But see, you can't. You know why? Because we're taught growing up that these kind of things
That's his
happen,
artistic expression.
and we
He
just,
can do what he can say.
we don't take it personal.
They're not even talking.
Who's we?
Yeah.
Blacks.
Episode 4, remember?
Absolutely, totally impressed with your creativity and ingenuity. I was offended by the rap song.
What?
There's a tone to it.
Mm-hmm. That's what it
that,
is.
It's the same issue I've had with you throughout the project.
I don't experience Bruno having compassion in
Divorce
some ways,
incoming.
or a depth of understanding, or a willingness to feel in a deep way. He's got kind of a meat and potatoes basic.
Dude got on the show, said the N-word
judgmental
6 times.
stand.
There's a tone to
Shot
that
a music video
that
and
is offensive to me.
fucking ruined
It
his
seems
marriage.
to, I don't do that, and it negates the black experience.
Right.
And I don't do that. Well, no shit, you don't do that. You didn't grow up black.
Right, and I think that the one thing is that
I like that even when she's like defending black people, she's still like, well, black people do that because they stabbed their wives because they grew up black, okay? Like, let black people stab their wives. Like, that's not the problem, dude.
Halfway out, dude.
Mock things we don't understand.
That's it.
Point blank. And you
Yeah.
don't understand.
And
At
if
least
you
he's
don't,
trying.
you irritate
That's
it
their
rather
lives.
than respect it and inquire into it.
But again,
Hard to.
I'm not, it's not.
No, Bruno, you can say that. I don't accept that.
Right.
Okay? I don't think you're writing on behalf of midlifers. I think you wrote from your point of view. Period. And I think that you're couching it by saying you're appealing to an audience. You have these judgments that I think you have no right to have. I honestly can't tell at this point what implications this is going to have for us.
Damn.
That's you signaling divorce.
Yeah.
Damn. You think Ice Cube saw that and was like, we gotta have Bruno on the show?
Oh yeah, no.
It's like, this shit's fire.
They definitely sent Bruno to Ice Cube and he's like, get him on. You gotta get him on.
Bruno just dropped the hottest mixtape, dude. Oh man, is there a racism too, Bruno? This is really good. Oh,
They need to
man.
bring that. They need to bring this show back or do the.
Yeah, they really. I mean, they can't. You just can't do that.
Yeah,
100
you think that would work in this environment? I guess.
Like,
It's interesting to think about.
100%. They would be. You know, they. It's just people would be so mad. But like sometimes you gotta let.
Could it be full dunzo though?
This is why I love, like, you know, like a Rachel Dolezal type character. You know what I mean? Like, cause like that's so much entertainment at the same time.